All right, guys, we are back and we have more Pentool exercises. I have a Nike logo here and then there's some remnant and then the other sample project that I want you to do. So let's start off with the Nike logo. We are going to, let's just lock the layer just so that we don't select it. And I'm going to create a new layer here and I'm going to call it work layer. Take a minute to kind of name your layers properly. It'll just save you a lot of hassle later on when you have like 10-15 layers and you're trying to figure out what's what. So don't be like me, because I'm lazy. I'll just go new layers, new layers, new layers, and then I'll figure it out at the end. But I'm also going to try to slow down. So I'm on the new line work layer here. The Nike logo is actually somewhat easy, but it's kind of difficult if you're trying to get it perfect. So let me just make sure that I am using a line color that I can see and I don't want it to fill. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to start my curve saying you are a curved anchor tool and you're going to start your curve going in this direction. And then I'm going to try to see if I can do it with just 2 anchor points here. And I'm just going to click here because I know that I'm going to have to adjust this with this particular handle. And then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to try to see if I can just do it with, ooh, what the heck's going on here? Nope, we don't want that. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to go to my direct selection tool here, or you could push A on your keyboard, and I'm going to adjust this. And it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to adjust this curve with this anchor because this is a solid point anchor. So I'm going to go to my anchor point tool here and I'm going to click and drag out a curve. But obviously I want that Nike curve to go in that same swoosh. I'm being a little bit anal here, but we want to, in this case, we want to try to make it as true as possible. So I think I'm going to move. And I'm nudging my keyboard there just to kind of, because I need the little swoopy arc. So that arc is almost straight. Just kind of like that. I'm going to see if I need to adjust that. Oh, I'm going to actually turn it this way because I want this curve anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go to my pen tool again. And you notice that I'm waiting until my pen hits the anchor. That means that it's joined. We didn't get to talk about that much, but you could have a open shape where the two, you start here and then you go all the way around and you end here, but you don't join them perfectly. So it's open. Technically it's open. So there's 2 nodes on top of each other, or 2 anchor points. In this case, it's going to be combined automatically because I'm clicking on that anchor. Oh, actually, I take it back. That's going to change the characteristics of it. So I'm going to just click away from it for now and start this curve and click away from that anchor because I'm going to join it later so that I can have like really great control. Go to my direct selection tool and make sure that I try to maintain that really nice swoop, if you will. And yeah, I'm not digging that right now. Let me see if I can pull this. Yeah, you see, so to get this logo like literally perfect, it is actually quite difficult. It looks simple, but it's not. And let me see here. What do I want to do? Let me start that there. I may have to put another anchor point, which I would hate to do. And I'm probably beating this to death. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Because at a certain point, I feel like that's a straight line. So I'm going to adjust this curve here. And the beauties of doing an on-demand demo, and I know that I want that to be a straight line, so I want this handle to be going in that direction. And since it's a shorter handle, I can get that curve. See that? That's not, yeah, I'm not digging that. Okay, I'm going to be super, you guys don't have to be this critical, but I just wanted to show you how when you're designing something, you definitely want to be disciplined, right? Your intentions matter. Is that supposed to be a curved line? Is that supposed to be a, you know, perfect straight line? You know, all of those things really do matter, guys, when you're designing. Right now, you're just learning, so I am probably ODing right now, but might as well so that you guys can see. So I can see that this point is going straight. This point, I also wanted to like cross here so that I can just do a straight line there. And then now I could adjust this. Ah, man, this is tougher than I wanted it to be. All right, this is going to be, I'm going to be beating this to death if I don't stop here soon. So I'm going to put this anchor right on top. So this is important right now because I created these two curves in two separate commands. So I have 2 points sitting on top of each other. Very important, which I'm going to fix in a second for you guys. And you know what? If you guys can do a perfect rendition of this, I would be very, very, very impressed. I'm not digging. Oh, man, I'm really not digging that. Kind of fun fact, but you guys should Google the Nike logo. It was designed by a graphic student, very, you know, young graphic student in University of Oregon, I believe. And Phil Knight paid her $50 for this. Logo is now worth probably a few $1 billion. So now I'm just going to click and go to my point because I know those are straight. And I have a Nike logo. Doesn't look great, but we're gonna go with it. Please remember that these points are not joined. So what you want to do is you want to highlight them like this because look at the difference in the vector graphics here. But if I highlight them, now if I selected both anchor points, I'm going to right click and I'm going to click join, and now that acts as one. Very important kind of subtle fundamental difference. Okay, so you created the artwork. You should know when an anchor point is open or closed. Like this path is open because there are 2 anchor points sitting on top. In theory, they could always be separated, so therefore it's not watertight. You're gonna hear me say the word watertight pretty often. So I'm gonna select both of these points, right click, and then say join. Okay. What happened here? Let me troubleshoot that real quick. Compound path. You can use a join command. Path and groups are closed. The open path. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, it's already closed. Sorry. That's because, yeah, when I created it, I clicked here and I went click, click. So it was already closed. Anyhow, that's the Nike logo. You know, I'm going to pause here and then give you guys a quick break. We'll be back.